Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. On second down, here's Nwangu. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
4th down, Prescott. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. Shifts by him. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 24 is the mic. Double dog, that's the way. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Five yards remain on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Anthony Schwartz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Next to score, Packers 10, Cardinals nothing.
Joey Slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Back. Everyone, kill. Switch. Tight dog.
On the give is Nwangu.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's McKenzie. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
No. Show it.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
31's the mic. Hey, pick it.
Now it's Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now they try the right side here. Room to run past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Cardinals 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey. You got 3. Three down.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And Prescott was through interception. Picked off by Darius Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Kill. 47. Hey, kill. 27. Check.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Come on, QB, come on. 30.
Prescott down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, Prescott. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
It's complete. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Packers 45, Cardinals 15.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10, 48.
On first and 10, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off.
Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just... And now here's another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. That's complete, Okuebunam. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Prescott yet again. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We're going to 53. 17. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Big. Hey, kill. 47. Mike 17. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. 26.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, the win